Hey guys, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez, and I was just finishing up some work, listing up the last Pokemon card on eBay. It's a Lapras, by the way. And as I was when I wrap up Pokemon cards and I ship them, I wrap them up and I ship them in these. I always listen to something, either it's Gary Vee or it's like Gilmore Girls I'm watching, but me and my friends, a couple of them decided to goof off on Sunday. I made that IKEA video, and we watched part of season 2 of the Cobra Kai. Really, really good. It's a continuation of the Karate Kid. If you haven't seen it, it's really great. And I was like, okay, so I put it on. I'm trying to watch the last few episodes, and Daniel LaRusso, the hero of the original Karate Kid, says to his wife in the backseat of a car, because it's nostalgic in that episode, and says, I was really missing Mr. Miyagi, and, I had gotten, opened up this dojo, and it felt he was back in my life, but I also know if that Mr. Miyagi was here, he would tell me to focus on what's important. And at that time, it was her, it was his wife, so they kissed, whatever. And that got me to thinking about not just my life, but people in general. I feel like a lot of people now don't want kids. I do not want kids. I cannot do it. I physically, I get that stone sinks in your stomach, oh nope, it's can't do it. Bad times. Again, I love the kid that I'm with now. She is great. I love taking her out to Taco Bell. I love playing video games with her and watching PewDiePie. It's fun. I feel like a dad without much of the responsibility. But at the same time, I know I would fuck a kid up so bad. His own twisted way. But I also know that people, when they get older, some of the most important social connections you have are your kids. And Jordan Peterson says, okay, what are you going to do when you're older and, your friends have kids or they're dead and, you don't really have a reason to live, you don't have family. And I'm thinking of my friend Ludwig, who has a lot of family, can't see anyone because of COVID. I haven't seen him in a while. This is an older guy. But men, this is kind of going out to men. Some of us don't want kids. It's fine. Almost all women do. So if you don't want kids, fucking tell them, especially when you get to this age. I know I look like I'm 40. I'm actually only 29. And women, someone will be on the fence, but many of them want kids by if they get to my age, they want them by yesterday. They want them by 30. That clock starts ticking. And I know a couple of which were my clients. Very, very intelligent, conscientious women that were successful, made a lot of money. And generally what happens with women that are like that are intelligent and make money, they usually wind up with a partner that is as intelligent or make as much money or more than they are. Because women either tend to date, across the social dominance hierarchy. They almost never date down. They'll date up. And when that happens is they say, okay, well, what am I doing busting my vajayjay in, this business when my husband is making as much money? And not all, I don't want to speak for women, but a lot of them, especially some of my clients, they tend to have this realization, there is no point in both of us making, 6 figures a year, several $100,000 when, a couple $100,000 is worth for the kids, all of us. And they determine in their minds that family is more important than making money, even at the success levels that they reached. This one client I had out in California, transportation company. The business was her baby. That was it. She had 5 trucks. She was doing I don't know, $60,000 a month. That's gross revenue. So even though she was doing $700,000 a year, maybe she was only netting, like 1 to 200 grand a year after everything. But even still, it's a lot. Wildly successful, and then at 35, she's like, I want family, I want kids, and she had them, and she's like, I can't do both. I would much rather spend time with my kids. I can make more money. My husband makes money. I cannot make up time with kids, and time is our most valuable asset. I dated a girl once who very intelligent, but when I told her like, okay, let me go drop this off at the laundromat, it's like, you don't have a, laundry at your place? Like, I do, but I have a lot of laundry, and it's going to take me like hours to do this and this and that, and like, it's like she couldn't comprehend, like, well, you could just do it yourself. Of course, I know, but at the time where I was, I just had the one business at the time, and I was really trying to make that work, and I had a bunch of other stuff going on. I was like, it's more valuable to me where I could just pay someone $20 to do it, and then I get all this free time. You have to buy back time, and I tell you, women in their early 30s understand that better than anyone when they have kids. And guys, like, please do not say, and guys are guilty of it. I was almost guilty of it in my last relationship, or I would have done it, but where if you don't want kids, fucking tell them, because God, they will leave you in the dust, and they will be bitter. And if you lead them on, women, and say like, okay, I want kids, and you don't really want kids, which is, I think, a lot of times why you see older men dating younger women, because guys can have kids for as long as they're alive and producing sperm and can get a boner and achieve orgasm, but women have very, very, very small time frame. Well, I mean, it's limited. It's not, got like a 20-something year window, but it's limited. Sometimes not even that, is because I think 1 in 3 couples in their 30s will have pregnancy issues, like just being able to get pregnant. So it's very, very difficult after a certain age, and women will have this. I forget where I was going with that. I'm sorry, guys. But yeah, a lot of times why you see older guys and dating younger women is because older guys can have kids whenever, don't need it right now. And, let's say a guy that's 30 will date like a 24-year-old, maybe not that young. It's a guy that's like 35 would date like a 25-year-old, something like that. And because that younger woman wants kids someday in the future, not right now. Or if you have a 35-year-old dating a 35-year-old, that woman wants kids yesterday. That woman wants kids now. And I was like, oh, hey. And when, the last girl I was with wanted like 3 kids. And, I'm pretty sure she'd be an okay mom, but that's part of the reason we broke up. I couldn't do it, at least not right now. 2 businesses trying to launch a third. It's not, I didn't want to drag her along, and she's like, all right, no, let's not do this then. So we broke up, and then we kind of got back together. I don't know. It's really complicated. Nothing's changed. It's just, anyway, that's my advice to men, because and don't do it if you're not into it, because what's going to happen is the pussy's going to be really good, and it'll be like, oh, this is worth it. This is all worth it. And then it is not going to be anymore once you realize that, okay, now, marriage is okay-ish. Not really, because your lack of sleep, and you have kids, and the lack of sex, and her body goes and your body goes because you're not sleeping and you're not exercising, and maybe you're eating, okay, but it's very, very stressful for 6 months. And men are not that good at rearing a child for the first year. Maybe, men get a little bit, I think studies show that men get a little bit better with the kids as they age, when they can engage in rough and tumble play. But it largely falls on the mother. And eventually, one day, if you're just doing it just for the puss, and you're not into it, that there's a song called "Make His Wallet Hurt," and they will make your wallet hurt. You will have to give half of what you have to that woman. not including child support, not including alimony, half of your shit is gone. So if you love the woman, love the woman. Have kids. If you want kids, tell her have kids. It's great. A lot of people are very happy. And again, when you get older, most important social connections you have are going to be your kids, most likely. But fuck, man, I'm still in that camp where I can't do it. I fucking die young anyway. I don't care. That's just a thought that came to me. Where what's important to you? Maybe someone older can answer that. But each person is going to be different for themselves. Like, it's important to me is making money and saving animals. That's it. Anyway, guys, that's it for me today. I love you. I'll talk to you all later. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. Bye.